Hello, my name is Jonathan Forster, and welcome to the Multi-Story Thinking podcast on interior design. I'm an interior designer and educator. My job is to improve quality of life and productivity by helping people to create beautiful and practical spaces to live and work in. The Multi-Story Thinking podcast takes an educational slant to the interior design world. If, like me, you are curious about how things are done within the industry, want to know how people got their breaks and how they've developed their careers, and get some top tips and advice, then this is the podcast for you. So sit back, relax, as we help unravel the mysteries of interior design. Asheni Alwis and Tharuka Fonseka head the interior design team of Concept Interiors, a full-service interior design firm based in Colombo, Sri Lanka. They met while studying interior design at the NSBM Green University and have built their company to include design, manufacturing and construction with a passion for creating beautiful and detailed interiors across the residential, commercial and hospitality sector. I met them in February 2023 in their Colombo studio during a thunderstorm, which provided a dramatic backdrop to our conversation. In this episode, we discover the design process, how they work, and the business strategies for getting work, the challenges of working during an economic crisis, how social media can make or break reputations, and the importance of curating online content carefully, the role of research and why every project should have a story, and why, if you want to become a designer, you need to make a brand and be a brand. So tell me about, you say you set up the company in the final year. What motivated you to do that?
Actually, we practiced ourselves under some few architects actually, just after finishing our academic years. Then after that, since we were like batchmates, we thought, why not we start our own company, our own thing, a new concept. Actually, we needed to do something new, innovative thing. So that led us to start up this
our own company as Concept Interiors, and also by that time we got some hotel projects to do.
Yes.
So we thought of having a joining partnership and then to pursue on that project.
Because we had that bond, that understanding.
Yes. Even by that time, it was when we were in the same group, we were very happy because we both we had the same taste, it's very easy to work with. So.
That led us to create this brand name, Concept Interiors, actually.
Yeah. So what were the first projects you were working on?
It was a hotel project.
Yes. It's called Grand Serendip, which is located in Kandy. And that project we designed based on this Kandy cultural artifacts and, these cultural carvings. Yes. Those sort of things were the precedents and the inspirations for that project.
Then we got we got inspired from that, and we gave up the concept as an abstract actually. Yeah. So it was the grand opening was on last few months. Last month actually.
Last month was the opening, and it was very happy moment.
Yeah, and how did you get that first project?
Actually, through our connection.
Through our connections.
And you finished at NSBM and you were straight into working for yourself?
Yes, not straight though.
We
had to work under a few architects.
Yes.
Just to get the experience. We had to get the practical knowledge also. So after that only we started up our own company.
Yeah.
Actually, we both were working about 3 years for under two reputed companies.
To get experience.
And then only we started our own Concept Interiors.
Brilliant. So what was do you have a kind of approach to design? What type of design do you like to do, or is there a method that you follow?
Actually, so before like starting up a new concept, like a new project, we normally get inspired through precedent studies. We do sort of a
like a mood board
Yeah.
and like a color palette.
Yeah.
Then we get the idea like what sort of a design that we have to follow in this particular project. So
Yeah.
and then we get the confirmation from the client first whether you like this language or do we have to change the design a bit. So after that only we
Start
the 3D proposal.
Yeah.
Because for that, actually, we do the initial site visit. Then there we do sort of a analytical study there. Then after that, we, as she was mentioning, we will be creating a sort of mood board just to like finalize the concept.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Then from that, we are
Commencing on the 3D proposal and
Yeah, after finalizing the 3D proposal, then you'll be delivering them the detailed package where everything will be detailed.
Yes.
The furniture, the light fittings,
Yeah.
all the measurements,
fabrics,
materials,
yes,
everything.
for their reference as well. Then after that, since our company is design and build company,
Yeah.
so we will be giving them the quotation from our party as well.
Yes.
Then-
So and also the client has the flexibility. If the budget is too much for them, then they have the flexibility. Whereas we can work with their own
Vendors as well,
contractor.
yeah.
Right.
So we will be still providing the consultation part. So that
Right through to construction.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Do you get? That's working with their contractors.
Yes.
Do you sometimes you work with your own contractors or
Yes,
Yes. We
Yeah.
have vendors for the curtains, light fittings, everything. So whatever we propose in the 3D proposal, we make sure that we're going to give exactly the same thing to our client. So
Yeah.
there are some moments whereas the light fittings, we have to go for the customized lights. So in that case, with the prevailing situation of the country, we have to get the light fittings from China. So we have to get them imported.
Yeah.
So during that time, we go on a schedule. Whereas if the client wants to complete the project by 2 months' time, we are giving the order before 2 months,
Yeah.
so that we can get everything aligned with the furniture, light fittings, curtains, done everything during the same period of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So that process is quite straightforward. But what has happened over the last few years with the economic crisis then?
Oh my god, that was
Well,
really
very
pretty challenging though. I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to the shortage of
Yes,
materials.
materials. Because as designers, it was very hard for us to to face this challenge, because whatever we propose in the 3D proposal, we can't do exactly the same
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
examples like marbles, quartz, like
Yeah.
materials are not there in the country.
So for that, actually, we had to go some replacements. Now, for example, if you take marble, granite. So
some alternative options.
Yes, alternative options. We had to look for some replacements like purse tops and a lot of things. But now also they are not.
Those
importing-
materials are also
yeah.
not available in the
In the
market right now.
markets.
So it's very challenging.
So have you changed your design approach?
Not actually though, but since we had to face it, the challenges
Somehow.
with a smile. So yeah, somehow we managed to the
yeah.
3D activities.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean that kind of will disturb.
Yes.
I wonder whether I'm sure we'll be able to hear the thunder. Well, is there a kind of strong will or kind of resilience for you as designers to make the most of it? Is that across the whole of the country? People deciding to make the best of the economic crisis and then work around it?
As I was mentioning before, so it was challenging. I mean, I don't know about the others actually. As our company, we
And also we make sure now at the beginning of the project, usually we ask like what is your budget, because if we give them like a big like very luxury design, if they can't do it at the end of the day, it's like it's in vain.
Yeah.
So first what we ask is, do you have a budget in your mind, so that we can design it according to that.
Yeah.
So if back then during the economic crisis, we mainly worked on the budget. Like if they have like a proper budget, I have like as an example, I have 5 million in my hand to complete the furnishing, the wallpapers, colors, everything. So we make sure we design it according to that.
And are the clients prepared to tell you the money they have?
Yes. So they say I have 5 million for this for the furniture. I have 6 million for the fabric, like the other work. So some clients have a cost in their mind.
Yeah, so that's what we do actually. That's why we initially prepare quotation from our end.
Yeah.
Then they can have it as have it on their hands and compare with the others as well.
Yeah.
So that's a big favor for them also.
Storm's amazing, isn't it? What we had yesterday in the rain. Came back from Dal yesterday, and
At the same time we started the podcast, it started.
Yes.
yeah, I hope we get some good. We've got some good sound effects. So you've managed to design and work through the crisis, and you adapt the projects to suit. Then, how would you describe the kind of work that you're doing? Is it an international feel to it, or do you think you are designing in a Sri Lankan style? Or?
No,
not
at all.
actually. Yeah.
Because there are like different tastes for different clients. You know, some Sri Lankan clients, they want this cultural touch into their interiors, but some clients, they are asking for like fully international designs, you know, and they are showing like international pictures as well that they want this in their interior. So it depends. But like some like, you know, some village, like those sort of like rural areas, they're like asking that I want this cultural touch.
Yeah.
But mostly these Colombo based clients,
nowadays the clients are like pretty much aware
modern,
aware about the interior, what is interior design is all about.
Yeah.
So they come to us with downloaded images. They have gone through Pinterest, so they have
done most of our part actually.
Yeah,
they've done your job for you.
Exactly.
So they are some are like become like they don't have any idea about the concept actually. So there we have to build a concept for them and then start up the 3D design. So some come to us like we need to have sort of a rustic ambience. Some come to us with a modern ambience. So that as per their requirements, we are then also we have to blend our ideas well. So then after that only we are creating our 3D design. So and also we are glad to mention that we have already worked with some overseas projects as well. So for there actually we have to blend their culture. We have to work with their culture. So again that's not Sri Lankan culture. Then we have to do an analytical study there about their culture and then come up with the concept for the ambience.
And you've got the images that they're bringing, the mood images. How much work do you do on the sort of strategic layout and thinking about where things go? Is it, or are you influenced by? Do the clients have a good idea about that? How they want to use the space, or are you leading them on that?
Yeah, pretty much though. I mean, but some don't. Some need some help from our end as well. So for
because
that
some clients they have the layout already in their mind because when they were drawing the plan with the architect, they are saying that I want this setup in this place. So there are some clients that they have their layout already in their mind, but some clients they used to adjust with, you know, when we tend to tell them like, you know, look, we will change this into this setup. So some clients they with our ideas they used to change it, but mostly.
But also it depends with the project wise as well. Now when you talk about the residential projects, they come to us with a layout proposal. So what the architect has actually submitted. But when it comes to retail and offices, from their end, they expect us to do the proposals along with the mood board. So then there we have to do a layout proposal. So for that actually we don't take a fee for that. We are doing it for free.
Really?
Yes. We are doing that for free actually.
Because our intention is to get the project. So if we show something for them only, they get the, you know, okay, these guys can do something. They have the potential to do
it's
it.
It's a pitch almost.
It's a pitch to reach the clients. Basically.
There are some business strategies as well.
Well, I mean, doing a bit of free work, I think everyone's done some free element of work, haven't they, in an attempt to get the work. It's just, you don't give them too much, I suppose.
No. This is sort of a spiritual thing, I mean. But there are some situations that we have to show our flexibility as well. Then only we can work with the time. Then only we do have a long journey.
That sounds great. And in terms of the project going right through to the end, do you take the project right through to the end, construction and project management?
From design to build. The complete project. So the first what we start is, first we go to the site, we do a proper study on the site, we do a proper measurement. Sometimes we have to check with the original plan whether the measurements are right, and then we moving into the 3D proposal, the detail drawings,
Just after finalizing the concept.
finalizing the concept, and then we give a proper BOQ, and if it fits to the client's budget, then of course we start the manufacturing, and parallelly we work on the light fittings, the other work, and we get the complete job done.
Yes.
That's the typical procedure where if we get the manufacturing part as well, but if it's not, we give us the total consultation part to their vendors as well.
Yeah.
So we will be
Having the complete project.
until
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. So in terms of, I was just thinking about going to the other big thing that we've all suffered from, the COVID-19 pandemic. What are the sort of takeaways from that in terms of how you are designing? Are there any changes to the way that you're designing?
Yes, of course. Now, for an example, if you take that the hotel project we did,
Namulla.
yeah.
So that client's requirement, basically, before we started the design, he was like, the design has to be very flexible, whereas it's easy to clean, the surfaces has to be metal, and don't use these carvings and heavy designs in the interior, because it has to be very easy to clean.
His main requirement was that's
for the post-COVID.
Yeah, the total design has to be
user-friendly,
cater for post-COVID maintenance sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So for that we had to do design.
It was very challenging
yeah.
because when the surfaces has to be easy to clean, we can't do much in the interior because we can't go with these carvings and heavy designs. So somehow we were
now it's
the time
under
was very
construction.
happy.
We got the total project again.
Yeah, from the construction to the designing
Design,
actually.
yeah.
We did the construction as well there.
Yeah.
So that was one example. So yeah.
Was that, so did you feel like you couldn't deliver what you wanted to, or were you able to find a different solution?
No, for that thing actually, there are a few clients who took the initial step to start up a new project.
Yeah.
Then, but with these COVID problems and this power cuts, shortage of materials, those things, they had to step backwards. From that, actually, we lost some of good projects, major projects.
Yeah.
Because the thing was, when we were quoted by back that time, in terms of the materials, sometimes now it has become double the price.
Yes.
So we can't there are some projects that we were okay, we will do for the same price, but there are some projects that we can't do for the exact price, whereas we quoted about 5-6 months ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that time it was very challenging, and
that was really challenging.
Yeah.
Even after working according to the agreed quotations, but we are actually the material costs are double price.
the price
Right.
now.
Was that because of the economic crisis? or-
Economic crisis.
Yes, because of
Was there anything similar because of changes post-COVID? Because I think that's what we experienced.
Actually, not the post-COVID really, but with the political issues happening in the country.
During COVID, actually,
It was not that challenging.
Right.
Not up downs though.
Yeah. But
That
now,
maintained. We had to go with the flow actually.
yeah, somehow we managed during
Yeah.
the COVID time, but this really happened with the prevailing situation of the country,
Yeah.
with the
That's the
material.
main
That was
That
pretty
was
challenging.
very
Last 3 months were pretty challenging.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you had quite a more severe thing to deal with, didn't you?
No, it's up to us anyway.
Yeah.
We can't complain anyone.
Yeah.
We had to go with the flow, and we had to make our own strategies how to face them.
Yeah.
So that's again up to us.
Yeah. So what's coming up in the future then for you? What are your next projects, and where do you see your business going to?
Actually, we have this plan to expand our team because now at the moment we have in-house designers, we have in-house product designers, and we have in-house site supervisors, and we have lots of carpenters in the house.
So our factories
located in Casbah, and our design studio is located in Battaramulla, and we are glad to say that this is a private limited company, and it goes as Concept Interiors Design Studio Private Limited, and this is our design office, and
we have worked with so many VIP clients, actresses,
overseas clients, and actors in Sri Lanka.
Okay. So
And there were a few videos back then where we had to go for interviews and discuss about the design.
So our main goal is to expand our brand overseas.
Overseas now.
From
I think it's high time now.
Yeah.
We've been working for so many overseas projects, and then we have so many overseas clients as well. So they ask me like, it's high time to expand your business.
Yeah.
So we have such compliments as well. Let's see.
Yeah, it's good memory lane though. Like when you turn back and see our memory lane.
Yes.
So
So how did you get those high value clients and those celebrities? How did you break into that particular market?
Yeah, that's again from our connections.
And also mostly we maintain a proper portfolio.
Yes.
So if you go through our website, it's called www.conceptinteriors.lk. So there you can see we have commercial projects, we have residential projects, everything. So we have like a big portfolio. So mostly when we we maintain the social media, so Facebook and Instagram as well. So mostly when by seeing our projects uploading on social media, they are like contacting us, and also through connections also we have got some projects. From mouth to mouth also.
Initially it was like through connections, but
oh my God, it's very close.
That's insane, isn't it? I think.
Is it disturbing? Like if so, we can move inside.
Well, I'm not. I'm just wondering how noisy it's going to be. On the,
I don't know how you're going to edit that.
I don't think you can edit it.
It'll be like an operatic performance, some sort of movie set. Yeah, we got distracted there. Yes. In terms of, so what are you working on at the moment? What are your projects? I know the thing I wanted to know about whether there's any difference in how you're working with clients when they're celebrities or high value clients.
Yes.
Is that easier or harder? I don't know.
Actually, working with even like 5 minutes ago, it was a celebrity who was here.
Yeah.
So her requirement was like very luxury, and she's like asking for she's bringing so many pictures.
Yeah.
And even sometimes she doesn't even have any idea that what she wants. So whatever she sees in the social media, whatever it is, she's asking us to do it. So when we agreed on a quotation, sometimes some celebrities doesn't have any idea. So sometimes it's very challenging.
Yes.
And we have to make sure, because if they upload like a one video, it's like our whole reputation is like, it's going to damage the whole thing.
They are dealing with social media especially.
Yes.
So we have to keep that trustworthy. Everything we have to deal with everything. Not unlike the typical normal clients. So especially we have worked with some politicians as well. So they are not like very exposed.
Yes,
to us.
you need to be discreet.
Yes. So we have to deal with those qualities as well. Yeah.
Yes. And the danger is that what you do goes out on social media.
Yes.
It can have a negative impact if it doesn't look good, or do you worry about that? Or?
Yes, obviously. I mean, we normally actually think about the reviews, especially that our career, our journey.
Everything
actually
is based on that, because most of the time there are clients whereas they only read on the reviews first before they give their work to somebody else. So reviews matters a lot. So we make sure whatever we do. So we don't have any that we have to do much on the celebrities, that we have to treat like this to the normal people. We treat everybody the same. So that is why we have good reviews. If you go on our website, you all can see we have good reviews.
Yes.
And,
no, for example, we take working with celebrities, as you were asking about us. So normally for the designing part, we do it as a free.
Yes.
We don't give them the quotation for the designing part actually. So for just to get the job, and also we are getting some pay from their end as well. They give us some promotions, the marketing strategies. So for that actually we are working for free with them. And also by the manufacturing part, when you talk about the manufacturing part, we do it for the cost only. We don't have any profits for that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So again, for those marketing strategies. So that's how.
So you're thinking that the benefit of the association with a person or a project will bring you more work.
Of course. We have got so many work.
So as an example, if I say we worked on an actor in Sri Lanka called Sajida Anthony. So his house, his interior was very, it became very famous, and we also became famous.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Through social media.
Yes.
I was talking with another design company earlier, and thinking about how I think they're sort of essentially an older generation, been designing for longer, and they are thinking about how to use social media. I'm not quite sure, and me myself, I'm a little bit older than that, and I'm thinking social media is a good thing. How do I use it? But you're obviously you brought up with it. You know what you're doing.
Yes.
You understand how it works, and you think that's a really strong way of marketing
Yes,
your business.
a very strong way, because even if we maintain a social media, it's not like just posting pictures and like something like that. We have to maintain a proper discipline in the social media.
Yes.
So if we are uploading a picture, there has to be like a scenario from the living, as an example, from living to the master bedroom, likewise. And also there has to be like a proper caption, how we have described the design. So this is the concept, and this is the color theme. Then only somebody reads the article, he or she can get an idea like what sort of a design concept.
Exactly. We have to behave well properly within social media. I mean, that can harm your reputation, and also that can lift up your reputation.
Yes.
So
and also, if we describe about our social media, we have for the seasons and for these different like cultural things happening in Sri Lanka. We used to do some photo shoots, and we used to celebrate them and upload them on social media, so that the clients also get an idea, because we are a young team. And most of the people, they like to work with the young team.
Yes.
So this is not only about the business, I mean.
Yes. It's about
this is not about the business, I mean, that this is all about the family, how we work
as a family.
Yes.
And also how we have to help people just to make their
Just
dreams
a
reality.
Yes.
This is all about that. I mean, at the end of the day, that's their dream that they are making to help them to make it reality.
Even honestly, we the happiness we get once we complete it. It's not.
It's I mean,
you can't describe
it's
it.
real precious though. I mean,
That's great. So that's your kind of what drives you forward.
That's
helping people create what they want.
Yeah. Seeing their smile at their faces, I mean, that's what we get at the end of the day. That's make us happy.
Really happy.
So it's really well structured, really well organized.
Yes.
How much time do you spend on social media?
Actually, there are we have appointed another person who is one of our other directors. He's the person who's in charge of the social media. So he used to once we maybe we used to upload the pictures maybe on Friday, because most of the people, they stay over home, they have some free time to go on social media over the weekend. So we don't upload pictures and projects every day. So we keep Friday to upload all the projects. So most of the clients, when they get free time over the weekend, they they go through them, and then definitely on the other week we get calls about this.
And also just to keep that the flow going on, we normally post a story via Insta or Facebook, just to that it's live, and just to mention that we are live and kicking. So that's how we work with social media.
And are you finding that there are projects? You must be doing more and more projects, different scales. What's the learning curve like? When you come to how do you deal with a new project where you're not experienced at tackling it?
For that, obviously, we are normally, as I was mentioning before, we normally do observation, background observation, analytical study there. Then only after taking clients' requirements and the brief, it's obviously the brief. Again, we try to blend our ideas and then come up with the concept.
We definitely have to do a study first, because there are some projects, whereas even if we have designed so many hotels, but the client's requirement will be different.
Now, for an example, if we take this Nuvareli project, we recently got awarded this project at Nuvareli. It's a hotel project. So the client's requirement was to
Victorian, Dutch, Victorian,
British
colonial style.
Right.
So he didn't want to make it more modern though. Not even timeless, but we have to go back. Go backwards. And then bring it to this present stage now, to the present day.
It's pretty challenging. And he gave us some books as well, and to do the studies.
So he wanted to have this country villa sort of ambience within his hotel space. So for that, actually, we had to do a sort of big study, thorough study. So still we are doing that. Still we haven't started on the concept.
Right.
Not even with the 3D. So that's so much excited.
Trying to develop what we might call a story, a narrative to the project.
Yes. Start up with a story actually.
Yes. Because every design has to have a story.
Yeah.
So what we do is we compose on a concept first, and then we go through.
Yeah, we tell them how we got inspired, how we got up to the concept, and what are the details, why we took these sort of details for this. Yeah. So for that, actually, we build up our own story. Yeah. Because that has to be unique though for our company.
That's great. And the implementation then, you've got, how big is your team then? It's not just the two of you, is it?
Actually, apart from us, there are other two directors.
Yeah.
So actually in our team, we have appointed 4 directors for different sections. So myself and Asheni are the head of interior design in our design studio. And there's another director called Madhushan Senon, and he's working on the manufacturing.
He's the head of the manufacturing.
Yeah, head of manufacturing. And then there's another director, his name is Pramod Shamika, working on the marketing and all these business strategies. Strategies.
Right, okay.
So, and also apart from 4 of us, there are 3 other design members and 2 other product designers working in our factory. And maybe many supervisors and many carpenters.
Yes, so you've got a manufacturing team.
Yes, yeah. They are at Casper factory. That's our factory. Yeah. So there are quite 75 to 100.
Yeah. Actually, carpenters we have a huge
number.
Staff.
Yeah. Are they traditional craft skills from Sri Lanka that you are using?
Yes, they are. Because, for example, if you take this recently opened grandstand, which is at Kandy, they wanted to have handcrafted carvings. Yeah. So we have got our own carpenters who do the handcraftings. So
they maintain this Sri Lankan style.
Yes.
But then when we go for these modern designs, sometimes we have to change the technology.
Yeah, because we have to follow up the CNC. CNC carvings. Yeah. For that, actually, we have to go with that
technology.
But otherwise, if it's more towards our cultural things, we do normally handcraft.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where we can add up the value also.
Yes. And that's held within the business as a.
Yes, of course. Yeah. That will be very helpful for local business as well.
Yeah, that's great. I think this is an interesting model here, where you're really getting involved with the construction.
Yes, of course. Now, even in this Grand Serenity, it's at Kandy. So they wanted to have these hand painted ceiling designs. So we got our own painter, and he did sort of very good job there. So all the paintings are being done by hand.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much exciting.
Yeah.
So what are the challenges for the future then as a design company?
Definitely, because now we can see that there are lots of designers and design companies coming, in the field.
Yes.
Because when we were coming into this industry, there were no designers at all. And sometimes when I was joining to my architect firm, he was not really aware of
what is all about
designers as well. But now, if we see in the future, definitely there will be thousands of designers in the field.
I mean, they have to keep their reputation. Maintain their reputation, because that will harm our reputations as well. Yeah. I mean, they have to uplift their value, everything without harming others.
Has to be a discipline when it comes to designing, because it's not copying a design and something like that.
Yeah, you can get inspired from any art,
but you
can't copy things. You have to get inspired, because even at NSBM also, they were telling us, get inspired from precedent studies, don't copy that.
Yes.
Get inspired, make on your concept, and then you can do something new.
Yeah. You say it's an industry that started when you came into the industry.
Yeah.
There must be capacity, do you think? Is there for more interior designers? Does Sri Lanka need more interior designers?
They need to have interior designers with a value.
Even we have interviewed most of the designers who comes with a CV and just come with 2-3 pages of a portfolio. So we asked what is there for us to see here, because we also sometimes we don't have much time to look into have interviews as such, but sometimes
they have to maintain sort of a quality. They need to come up with their passion. I mean, this has to be their passion.
Yes.
This has to be again a spiritual thing. So you need to work on that just to uplift your qualities. not becoming a designer, just not that.
For the name,
Yes.
you should have that potential.
You should be
passion.
creative enough. I mean,
Yes.
you can be creative, but then you have to like follow up new guidelines. I mean, you have to
And
like
always
see
you have
what's
to
happening.
see for the new designs, because every day there'll be like new designs coming in the industry. So you have to be aware of what is coming in the
Yes,
future.
you have to do a thorough study about what's happening now.
Because our field is not like doing, like working on a computer, just like the bank and
Building
the
up
other
3D
fields.
models.
So
none
this
of
is
that.
working with the creativity.
Yes.
So it's like creativity means you have to like, have studies and you have to do sketchings and likewise, not just, drawing it in a 3D model or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like one patient coming to you, if you're a doctor, one patient coming to you and telling his symptoms. Then as a doctor, you have to get know that, okay, this is the disease you have got. Again, interior designers are like that.
Yeah.
The clients are coming to us with their requirements. Then we have to know, okay, what's his requirements are, what he's like looking for, the conceptual thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of
So
thing.
I'm just looking behind you. You've got lots of materials.
Yes.
And you're talking about materials and processes, and you're really keen on the use of materials. And what are your sort of passions? Which materials are you drawn to then? Or which types do you like using?
I mean, we normally, for residential projects, we normally work with hardwood, solid wood. We don't normally propose any these boards or MDF. We don't normally use those things. But obviously for retail stores with their budget also, we normally go with. Sometimes we have to go with the boards. For here, actually, we have got two different fabric ranges.
Yeah.
One is acacia, which is from
Belgium
Belgium,
Yeah.
and this chess and PE are like from Sri Lanka.
Right.
Those are
We
Sri
have
Lanka
carpets.
fabrics.
Yeah, we have
So
carpets.
yeah, for the
And also we have for each project we do like a timber sample.
yes,
And then we show it to them and then we get the confirmation from the client before going for the finishing. So that is one of the mood board that we made for a VIP client. Yes.
Normally they try to like go ahead with the 3D design proposal. They try to always
So we have to match these colors,
yeah.
And sometimes we have to check it with the these master palette colors.
Just to get the confirmation, we normally produce this sort of a sample samples so that they can get an idea. This is what's gonna happen final.
And we do one for the factory and do one for the
Studio as well,
and then we ask, okay, number 3 is approved for this particular project.
Yeah.
So we don't waste time going again there and then
Yes.
match this color to the first.
Yeah.
You know, prior to the final finishes, normally we ask the client to come and do a factory visit. So where he can see what's happening now and also. So there only we can finalize all these samples
And get it
the
approved.
final finishes, yes. Without getting their confirmation at once we deliver all the items to the site, they'll be like, oh my god, I didn't give the confirmation for this color.
Yeah.
So we get so many issues like that. So prior to that, normally we get confirmation on these samples.
Yeah.
Stains, yeah.
And these are local. Is that local timber?
Yes, this is actually mahogany.
Yeah. That's amazing. Painting mahogany. So you're enjoying what you do then?
Yes, I mean.
Sometimes there are conflicts, because we are friends, and there are issues when we do design. No, I want this, I want that, but somehow
we manage
smoothly
to do
manage to.
Yeah, I was going to say, what happens when you disagree?
Oh my god, yeah, there are.
Because there are 2 other partners as well,
yes.
so it's like very hard for us to sometimes
There are a lot of up and downs.
up and downs in the sense when it comes to design. Sometimes we have to okay, I like for this, I like this.
How does it work then when you've got a new client then? Do you go together or one person? Or
Mostly
It
we
depends,
go together. Sometimes we go
Mostly we
together.
are going together.
If it's like a very, if the project, it depends on the scale. Sometimes if it's like a very big project,
Yes.
we both, just both of us, 4 of us used to go there.
And also, if we really want to convince that client, I mean, do we have to like take him to our the same page actually? Then
Yes.
obviously 4 of us have to
Go.
Yes.
Otherwise, we are like appointing designers for each project. So there are projects that I do, there are projects that she do, and there are like other designers does like different projects.
Yes.
But when it comes to like hotel projects, we both work as a team.
And do people see you as the figureheads of the organisation?
Yes.
And if you're going to scale up with more staff, how are you going to cope with having, being able to be personally involved in almost every project? Because you're going to get to a point where
It's
normally,
like actually one person does about 5 projects. It's
Yes.
not like just one
Yeah.
person is going to do one project. So it's like we are dividing all the work. Say if we have to do one apartment project by next week, then we are like balancing all the work. We work on a schedule.
Yes.
Say you have to work. You have to finish this work by this day. You
Yeah.
have to render this
We
3D
give them the
proposal by
deadlines,
this day.
yeah.
We give the deadlines.
Yes.
Otherwise, definitely we can't
Yeah.
finish.
And
these
also, when
projects.
we take all our projects, we normally divide ourselves.
Right.
From, like,
So
we
like
appoint
this,
ourselves on.
like
Yeah.
how you can see there are like we have divided like what person
The projects,
has to do
yeah.
other projects.
Yes.
So he or she has to be like the head of that design. I mean,
Yeah.
the
But
project.
still we will be like following on the work.
Yes.
But then proper design work, everything has to be handled by that person.
So if you get bigger, you're just going to have to manage the team,
Yes.
Yes.
but you want to be involved with the clients
Yeah.
Yes.
at the front end.
Normally, we both will be like involving with the client actually. We will be the first ones to like.
First ones, but
Yeah.
after if there are like minor things to be discussed,
Yes.
we appoint our designer to discuss
Yes,
it
to
with
run the
them.
day-to-day.
Yes.
Yeah. You've mentioned some advice to students, but the students that I'm teaching now, 3rd years, any advice that I can give them tomorrow when I go in from you guys?
Of course, because it's like it's not like back then. Definitely in the future, it's going to be really challenging.
Yes.
So definitely, you guys has to be work on the concepts, and you guys have to work on the future projects. It
Follow
will
up
be
your-
really challenging.
yes,
in the
follow
future.
up your passion.
Yes.
I mean, that's what will uplift your value also.
future. And definitely maintain a discipline in the
Yes,
designs
of course.
and in your career, because if someone sees in from the front cover of yourself, definitely you have to have like a proper portfolio and a proper figure.
Yeah, make
maintained
yourself
in
a
that
brand.
sense.
I mean,
Yes.
make your own identity.
Yes.
Then that will lead you a long journey. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they will be our future generation.
of course.
We are doing something like new to like even again uplift their values. So try to do from your end. I mean,
Yes.
that-
So the professional skills. So I'm interested in the idea of passion, and what point did you discover that sort of
The word.
that thing that's
Passion.
different from the technical and practical sides of being a designer?
yes.
The actual core. When did you discover that? How did you realize
This
that?
is again during our academic.
Yes,
years,
the
yeah.
passion in the sense what we explained was like when we get a project to do, all the projects are going to be like different from one to another. So if you have the passion to do it, like somehow I'm going to like do
You-
the
yes.
end project is like the end result is going to be really amazing. Then you will have the passion automatically, and you get it done. So, but if you don't have it, if you don't have the potential to do it, definitely
You
it
should
will
have that
be-
capacity.
Yes, that
Yeah.
capacity has to be there.
Capacity.
Yeah.
You have to identify your capacity first. Then only you can engage in any other
In any
project. So yeah, even when we are working with the team also, we know what's their capacities. So we have identified their capacities. I mean, now if we get a project, we know to whom to assign actually.
Yes.
Yes.
So that they have built up their own passion. I mean, their identity. Then only we can know. Okay, he's capable of doing this.
And
So,
also
yeah.
definitely you should have your own identity, because now when you hear concept interiors, we maintain a proper language in our designs.
Yes.
So when we recruit a designer to our team, what we explain is first we give them a study on like our design trends and what the style that we use. Then if someone sees our design, then they definitely know if we have maintained a proper identity. Then they know, okay, this was designed by Concept Interiors.
Right. Okay.
So
That's
that
important.
identity,
Yes.
that brand
Really
has to
important.
be there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make a brand. I mean,
Yeah.
be a brand.
It's good to hear the experience that you built, because you can't teach that at university. It's hard to.
Yeah.
And I think students aren't really thinking about that.
Yes.
They imagine themselves as designers, but they just don't
Yes,
know
you
what
have to
they've got
go out.
The path.
Then only you can know
Yes.
how much passion all is about.
How do you teach
cannot
passion?
teach passion.
That has to come from bottom of your heart.
I'd like to thank Asheni and Tharuka for spending the time talking to me. It was really quite an interesting interview with the thunder in the background and meeting the two of them who've got so much passion about what they do and work so closely together. Have got a strong bond which clearly helps them in developing a really strong company and producing some great work. There's a link to their website on the show notes. I'd like to thank Lihini and Upeksha and the staff from the NSBM Green University for helping to set up the interview. I really found it inspiring to hear their story and how important they value some of the core discipline skills of interior design, of research and process, and also how they go about marketing their business and looking for new clients. The design of furniture and the manufacture gives their designs a unique edge, and they're doing really well, I think, to develop a business that's got strength and resilience in the face of a growing number of competition. Some of that competition I was fortunate to be teaching at the NSBM University. Asheni and Tharuka are graduates of that university. We have a link with the University of Plymouth, where we teach their third year on 2 modules. So we're trying to introduce the philosophies and approaches of our interior design course in the UK, across in Sri Lanka, and also trying to pick up and learn from their approaches. So it's a really good organisation set up that we're looking forward to continuing over the next few years. If you want to learn how to be a kick-ass interior designer, whether that's in Sri Lanka or in the UK, follow the links to the University of Plymouth's interior design course or the interior design course at the NSBM University. I'd like to thank Dave Clark from I Am The How for his support and invaluable advice in the setting up of this podcast. Kay Hansen for her planning support and co-hosting for these and our educational podcasts for the University of Plymouth. And Mark Frith for the music. I'd really like to hear your feedback on the podcast. Leave a comment or get in touch via the website. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.